Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guys YouTube channel. If you like my content, leave a comment down below. Ask me questions, let me know what you liked about it. And hey, click on the little like button. But please, if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because it helps my channel out. That way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you want, click on the bell icon to get notified. Right? Right? Huh? 1 out of 2. Not bad. Hey, Reptile Rescue family. The days are still going good here in Michigan. 89 degrees outside. Hot. Pure sunlight. No clouds at all. So, you know, I come and I take reptiles outside. So you may look, and I have Sunfire and Archimedes. That's right. We have 2 different species. And they're outside, and I'm having them co-mingle per se. Now, people will look at this. This is dangerous. You could have attacking. This is really important to understand your reptiles. What could happen? What behavior I'm going to look for? Because I'm going to tell you right away, nothing is just going to happen like that. Like, boom. It's not going to happen instantly. There's going to be a look. There's going to be movements. There's going to be a show of aggression. We need to know who possibly could be the aggressor and why. Now, I tend to supervise a lot of my lizards in commingling situations when I know the species can get together and be next to each other, and I know the sexes of the animals can get together. Oftentimes you'll see me have a giant turtle outside with one of my lizards, my tortoise, tortellini. I may have some of my monitors together, especially if they're female and they're going outside for a little bit. But still, even when they're in safer, again, let's use the word safer commingling situations, it doesn't mean that the chance is 0. So there's a few things we're going to look for here. One is, if there's any aggression in this case, we know it's going to come from the Savannah monitor. Now we have a almost, 2018, 1920, 1, 2, 3, almost 8-year-old bearded dragon in Archimedes, female. We're not going to see any fast aggression. We're not going to see any damage to the Savannah. None of that can happen. And then also knowing my bearded dragon, knowing Archimedes, she's the most passive, calm, doesn't care about things person. Then we have just over a 1-year-old male Savannah monitor. Still young. The hormones just got really worked out of his system for right now. But also, I never have had Savannah monitors show anger and things like that towards a bearded dragon. Different species, even if it was a male, the male bearded dragon would probably want to mount and breed the Savannah monitor. Because this is a different species, there's not that scent, that feeling for dominance. Not naturally. Now, things could still occur. So, first of all, what's safe? You need a bite tool. That's right. If someone's mouth is opening wide and you need them to bite down, I got this, rubber Kong dog toy. This is really great. You can see it's been bitten up. You can get the fat end in. You can get the harder middle end in. And then you don't have to worry about a finger being bit. You don't have to worry about someone getting bit. So that can protect that. That's got to be at the ready. It also would be a good divider if you know your reptiles are scared of it. So that's fine. Second thing is behavior. So Archie is a veteran to being outside. Hey, buddy. Archie is a veteran to being outside. She's not scared of being outside. Now, Sunfire, we're just getting confidence in him. If you recall, I used to have him outside with a harness on and a leash, and he would run and he would be scared. Now, I still have to switch, but for this video, I'm not in his most comfortable position because you couldn't see him very well. And he's still okay. You can tell, though, his pupils, they're not fully dilated, but they're pretty dilated, whereas Archie's, on the other hand, are just normal. So he's a little bit aware, but he's not crazy. He does close his eyes when I rub his head, and I can keep him calm, and he's getting nice and warm. Now, his most comfortable position, and I will switch to that, is me laying on my chest Had it on my arms. A lot of times I'm on my phone doing emails, doing work, where I'm providing some shade, like a lean-to. That's exactly what I would say, like a lean-to. And then he feels much better. He doesn't take off running, though. He doesn't run to the bushes, but there are things that could scare him and things that could scare Archie still. Big bird overhead, right? So we look up, clear skies, everything's fine. Helicopters, planes, things like that. And just because there's not a bird now doesn't mean that a bird can't come swooping by. So you have to always head on a swivel listening. Cars, loud cars, backfiring, motorcycles. There's some kids go by in these really small, 2-stroke engine, mini bikes, loud engines as can be. Also, people can walk on the sidewalks. Dogs, things like that could happen. So, and even small birds can come by. So have to be head on a swivel, always looking for those. Now, when I go over in my lean-to position, it's going to give him way more confidence to lay like he is. See, even that scared Archie a little bit because I popped up. Third eye, there's noise. But when I get kind of in this position, oh, there she goes. He's like this. He feels much more confident. You can look at his pupilled eye is becoming more normal because now I'm over him, giving him protection. Now she's going to be moving, and that could stimulate him. Let's see what happens. So again, where I am, this bumper toy is close, but I do want him to interact with and see that behavior because those calm and demeanors could get passed down onto here. Now, she took a giant crap this morning, so I know that that's no fear of that happening. He has not, so still a chance that he could drop a deuce. Need to look out for that because I don't want them in each other's poop. But these are enrichment opportunities, and it lets you know how your lizards interact, which is really, really important to how they're developing. His outside development is really important to getting him to want to be social, to being able to take him to shows, especially when he gets 2.5, 3 feet long, 3 1/4 feet, 3.5 feet, and has a big, strong mouth. That's just part of the course of how they develop. You need to know that you have a reptile that the behavior. So again, normal behavior could be for them to freak out, could be for him to freak out, could be for them to fight, and that's fine. We need to know and identify the signs so we know what to look for. And just because maybe they don't get in a spat today, they could get in a spat tomorrow, next week, next year. That's what we want to know. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. What? That's her moving. He's checking it out. Licking her tail. Checking it out. Checking her out. We don't have any head bobbing left and right. We don't have any digression. I do got my hand under him, but he could go just in case something were going to happen. You need to know the behavior. That's all. That is all. Anyways, hopefully this has shed some light on some things you could do outside with them. Things like that. Luckily, again, they're both small enough. Their skin is thick enough. Oh, and he's shedding. He's shedding. You're shedding. You want me to itch over here? I know. Apollo's having a rough time shedding. I hear him itching. Oh, yeah. Oh, your ear itches a lot. You must got shed in there, huh? Oh, he does. I felt it. I felt his eardrum is shed, but it's still in there. Let's try to get that for him. Come here. Let me itch that. Oh, yes. Let me get that for you. Let me get that for you. That feels good. It's nice and itchy. Anyways, guys, hopefully this has shed some light on it. On, enrichment, cohab, interacting, things like that. I would never have these two guys live together because one of them needs to get pissed off at the other while they're asleep, and then you see trouble. You get back here. You get back here. Take care, guys. Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.